All right, Jaren, part 3 is a special Halloween treat. The Hallo-weener. Dun, dun, dun. By Dave Pilkey. Ready? Okay. The Hallo-weener by Dave Pilkey. Here we go. It's Halloween time. We'll get pumpkins and leaves. This says, there once was a dog named Oscar, who was half a dog tall and 1.5 dogs long. Because of his unusual shape and size, all the other dogs made fun of him. Wiener dog, they called him. They don't look very intelligent. Look at, he's a wiener dog. And Oscar did not like it one bit. Oscar's mother was no help either. Sorry. Every morning when the dogs walked off to obedience school, Oscar's mother stood in the front yard waving and calling out, "Farewell, my little Vienna sausage." Cassie hates Vienna sausages. And all the other dogs laughed and laughed. Even those naughty kitties laughed and laughed. Today's lesson is sit and stay. What else does it have written on the board? Sorry, I can't see. Let's turn this a little bit. I will not sniff my neighbors. Most of the time, Oscar was upset by all this, but not today. Today was Halloween, and Oscar was thinking about other things. All day long at obedience school, Oscar dreamed about Halloween night, trick or treat, and scary costumes. Here we go. He's home. He's so excited. When Oscar got home, he dashed upstairs to start working on his scary Halloween costume. But when he got to his room, a surprise was waiting for him. What do you think it's going to be? A good surprise or a bad surprise? "Happy Halloween, my little sausage link," said Oscar's mother. "I've made you a costume to wear for trick or treats." When Oscar saw the costume, he nearly fainted. Uh-oh. Oh, look at Oscar's sad face. He's trying to be happy for his mother. It was a giant hot dog costume with mustard. And guess who was supposed to fit in the middle? Oscar did not want to hurt his mother's feelings, so he decided to wear the silly costume. What a nice son. Look, he's even kissing her, even though he's like, Oh, here are those mean old doggies. That night, all the dogs on the block gathered to show off their costumes. Everyone was looking quite scary. We got a vampire. We got Dumbledore. We got a mummy, and the scariest of all, a dog catcher. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, here comes Oscar. Oh, no. Then Oscar showed up looking quite frank. I'm reading it backwards in the camera, sorry. Then Oscar showed up looking quite frank, like a frank hot dog. Oh, guess what they're gonna do? When the dogs saw Oscar in his silly costume, they howled with laughter. "Look at Oscar," they cried. "He really is a wiener dog." Poor Oscar was so embarrassed. Wiener dog, laughed the other dogs as they ran off to go trick-or-treating. Oscar tried to keep up with the dogs, but his silly costume kept slowing him down. Look at those jerky dogs stealing all the dog bones. All night long, the other dogs hounded every treat they could get their paws on. So by the time Oscar got to each house, there were no treats left. Look how sad he is in his old wiener dog costume. The old pug was a witch. Soon, trick-or-treating was over and the dogs walked home past the spooky graveyard. Suddenly, a horrible hissing sound filled the air. Hiss! The dogs stopped dead in their tracks. Then out of the graveyard rose a ghastly monster. The dogs screamed for their lives. They dropped their treats and jumped into a nearby pond. The monster moved closer. "Please don't eat us," cried the dogs. The monster yowled and hissed. "Ooh, ooh, ooh," sobbed the dogs. "Don't eat us." The monster jumped up and down. "Somebody save us!" shrieked the dogs. Oh, those big babies. All right, I gotta turn in for this one. Just then, somebody showed up. It was Oscar. Because Oscar was so short, he saw something that the other dogs had not seen. "That's no monster!" cried Oscar, and with a loud bark, Oscar waddled to the rescue. Oscar chomped and tugged with all his might. Uh-oh, who's under there? Oh, rip! And there, standing in the moonlight, were a couple of ornery cats. Those ornery cats. "Help!" cried the cats. "We're being attacked by a giant frankfurter!" And they ran off screaming through the graveyard. Everybody's a scary cat on Halloween. The dogs in the pond had seen the whole thing, and now it was their turn to be embarrassed. "We've been chased into a pond by a couple of cats," they moaned. But Oscar was a true friend. He leaped into the water and swam out to the dogs. Oh, Oscar to the rescue. Oscar's silly costume made a wonderful life raft, and all the dogs climbed up. "All aboard!" Oscar called, and he dog paddled all the way back to shore. What a nice friend. Almost there. Oh, I jumped ahead. When they got back to dry land, all the dogs shared their Halloween treats with Oscar. Yay, it's like a puddle of doggy treats. Because Oscar had been so brave, the dogs changed his nickname from Wiener Dog to Hero Sandwich. And from then, that night on, nobody ever made fun of Oscar again. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, you hallo-weenie. Love you.
Jaren, you're the biggest hallo-weenie.
Boo.